the Shona is the accent for Shona is fantastic as well. That's pretty much the main language of Zimbabwe. Most people are Shona, with one big city, Bulawayo, being Ndebele, and they speak that, and so Shona is the main language for most of the people. They'd say, "How are you?" So they say "Makadi," and you clap your hands as like in this way as a sign of respect. And so Makadi, which is "How are you?" and you say Tiribo, which is I'm fine. Wait, I think I might be mixing languages. Let me think. Makadi, Tiribo. Yeah, this is going to be bad. People are going to make fun of me. But people will say shop shop, which is sharp sharp, but because of the accent, it sounds like S-H-O-P. It just means like cool cool. In Ndebele, the other language, I remember a little bit better just because I was really passionate about learning that one because it was fun for me to speak. And so you say Salibonani, which is, how are you? And you say Yebo. Yebo is yes, but you say Yebo for a lot of different things. You say yes to they say hello and you go yes. So Salibonani, Yebo unjani baba. You go Niapila unjani mama, and you can saying I'm fine. How are you? And then you can. It depends on how well you're learning it and the accent. And occasionally, if you're speaking to someone respectfully, you change it up, and you say it in a more I guess appropriate way. And my tabasa in Shona, I think, is probably one of the coolest ways to say thank you. In Malawi, Chewa, you say zikomo, which I think is also really cool. But then the fun things about Ndebele is there's some words that click, and so you ask the members to teach you little rhymes. So I was asking them to teach me, and they say, okay, say "Kumukatu get kukatu." I go, what? And they say "Kumukatu get kukatu." Like like, okay, how about ama ko? Like, no. And so it's a lot of fun. It's hard to get used to. You have to learn that when it's written down, Q is, and X is, and C is, and even within there's like different ways of saying those. And another syllable is hl. It's HL, so it's hlope. So you're like, I'm hlope, and it sounds like you got a lot of spit, in the side of your mouth, and it's just it's funny. It's with most languages is you'll say something that you're trying to copy exactly what this person says, but because you're saying it with a weird accent, you're doing it completely wrong, and it's fun. And the best part is when you're able. Like, I would really recommend learning at least greetings, because starting off respectfully talking to someone on the street and saying "Salibonani mama," she's so much more willing to listen to you if you have taken the time to learn something about her culture and her language. And usually they love it. And they go, look at this Marungu, speaking Shona, or look at this Kiwa. And so it's it is a lot of fun. I loved speaking those languages. Eventually, when you get so into it that your accent starts to disappear and you're speaking theirs, they love it even more. I would have some of the investigators we would teach. I would knock on the door, and I'd speak, and he'd open the door and he'd say, "That sounded just like a Zimbabwean. I'm so proud of you." And I'd be like, "Cool." I'd feel good about myself. But yeah, I loved Shona and Ndebele, Chewa. No, they were fun to speak.